Okay, another thing was that Epstein said that Andrew and they shared women. Is there any insinuation that together as some sort of orgy?
No, I don't think they shared women at the same time. But certainly Epstein got a kick that Ghislaine was also sleeping with Andrew. So that gave him a little bit of a frisson.
Like a royal touch from Andrew.
Yes, I don't know. His best friend was sharing his girlfriend. I don't know. But certainly, Epstein certainly did have, several women at the same time. I don't know about Andrew. I mean, certainly one of the things that Andrew liked, I can't remember, I think it was left in the book, was he liked two women massaging him at the same time.
Okay. And again, these would have been of a sexual nature.
Yeah.
Just, okay.
I think probably.
Okay. Yeah. And is it plausible that some of the victims, and I'm now talking maybe about underage, were shared by Andrew and Epstein?
I found no evidence that Andrew was involved with young girls. One of the people who's quoted in the book is Deborah Gale, who was the housekeeper in Palm Beach. Other members of staff were quoted in the book. You don't know what the age of the girls were. No one else has come forward. You've got to remember, a lot of these women are now in their middle age. They're married with children. The last thing they want is any more attention. They signed NDAs. They're pretty frightened. They were paid off. They just want this thing to go away. So you're not really going to get many people speaking out, even off the record. Mm-hmm. I mean, I did hear about some people. There was a woman called Sarah from Minneapolis who Epstein set up as in the art world. And that was someone that was provided for Andrew. And certainly one of the things that the FBI recovered from Palm Beach were basically these books of photographs. And it looks like people were able to order the girls off a catalogue.
Wow. Oh, that is horrible. That's horrible. The underage, I get that. And I did a lot of research at one point into this word you're not supposed to say on YouTube, but these men who have, interest in young girls kind of thing. And it is unusual for a man to be interested in both adult women and young girls. It does happen, but it's unusual. But I think I guess with Andrew, we're really talking about teenage girls who were legally underage? Women. So are they women? No, girls, 16-year-old girls.
The ones that I've certainly come across are women in their early 20s.
Okay.
Early 20s up.
Well, Virginia what was she?
Well, she was 17.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's the only one that I'm aware of. And, of course, that's not a criminal offence to have sex with a girl of 17 in this country. The optics may look very good because he was a man, I think, 40 at the time. But, these things happen. I think it's sometimes difficult to know sometimes the age of people. I suspect questions weren't asked.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't look good.
But he would have known that regardless she was potentially trafficked.
Oh, yes. I think the inference from people I've talked to is she was brought across for him.
Oh.
He kind of ordered her from the catalogue.
Oh, my God.
That's
how that happened then with Virginia.
It's not a chance thing. It wasn't that Virginia's in town. I think she was selected from what I gather talking to people.
Oh my God! So it would imply that there are these sort of almost human slavery mafias running through the States and around the world.
Well, I mean, Epstein had this huge operation going with Ghislaine Maxwell. I mean, she was recruiting these girls. She was getting the girls to recruit other girls. There were people, they were being provided by model agencies like Jean-Luc Brunel. There were kind of girls in every port. They were flying in girls from Russia who couldn't speak English. I mean, that's why it's going to be so difficult to find anyone. These were just poor girls, who were trying to become models and were presumably sent back to Russia. And hardly knew what was going on. So it was a very cynical operation. And, that's why Ghislaine Maxwell deserves her full 20 years. In fact, she should have got more. And that's why it's so appalling, really, that, that there's a possibility she'll be pardoned. And she will be rewarded while the victims continue to suffer.
Is that because she's going to be pardoned potentially in exchange for not mentioning Trump?
Yeah, I don't think she will be pardoned. I think that will cause Trump too many problems. So what he'll do is she'll be moved once again from her prison in Texas. It's interesting, she's been moved further away from the center of power, away from Florida to Texas recently. They'll say, she's going to an unnamed prison. We can't say anything more for her own security. And then she'll be on a plane to Israel or wherever she's going to go. So she, in
Why
effect-
Israel?
Well, she has very close links with Israel. I mean, she may go to the Caribbean. I mean, she may come and live in North London, but I don't think so.
Oh, so you think that they'll say like, okay, she's being arrested, and then she'll actually go off?
Well, they'll say she's been moved to another prison, and she's still in the prison service, but she isn't. And of course, who's going to say? Because no one will have seen her. No one can report on her.
Well, people will see her walking out and about in Tel Aviv.
Well, I don't. I think she'll have facial recognition surgery and all sorts of things. And who in Tel Aviv is going to recognize her now?
91% watching Heretics clips are not subscribed. Quick favor, hit subscribe. Free, takes 2 seconds, and helps us question everything together.